Imagine waking up to an extra $584 in your Social Security check every single month. Sounds too good to be true, right? Well, in a stunning turn of events, Chuck Schumer and the Senate have just cleared a crucial hurdle to make this a reality for millions of Americans. But here's the catch: there's an urgent January deadline you absolutely cannot miss, or you could lose out on thousands of dollars. I've got insider details on who qualifies, how this will impact your monthly checks, and exactly what you need to do to secure this life-changing increase. Stay tuned, because this could be the biggest financial news you'll hear all year. Imagine waking up to an extra $584 in your Social Security check every single month. Sounds too good to be true, right? Well, in a stunning turn of events, Chuck Schumer and the Senate have just cleared a crucial hurdle to make this a reality for millions of Americans. But here's the catch: there's an urgent January deadline you absolutely cannot miss, or you could lose out on thousands of dollars. I've got insider details on who qualifies, how this will impact your monthly checks, and exactly what you need to do to secure this life-changing increase. Stay tuned, because this could be the biggest financial news you'll hear all year, in a stunning turn of events that is sending shockwaves through Washington. Chuck Schumer has just achieved what many thought impossible. The Senate's latest vote on the $584 Social Security increase bill has cleared a crucial hurdle, and I have insider information about who qualifies and what this means for your monthly checks. But wait, there's an urgent deadline this January that you absolutely cannot miss, or you could lose out on thousands of dollars. Stay tuned, because I'm about to reveal everything you need to know about this game-changing development. Before we dive into these explosive details, smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell right now. Why? Because I'm tracking these Senate votes by the hour, and you need to know the moment this bill passes into law. Drop a "yes" in the comments if you're ready to learn about this massive Social Security increase. Let me start with a question that's on everyone's mind: is this $584 increase really happening? The answer is more promising than ever, thanks to Schumer's masterful political maneuvering in the Senate. Just yesterday, in a move that caught many off guard, the Senate cleared a crucial procedural vote that brings us one step closer to making this increase a reality for millions of Americans. But here's what makes this development truly extraordinary and why you need to pay close attention. Unlike previous attempts to increase Social Security benefits, this bill has gained unprecedented bipartisan support. Why? Because Schumer managed to include provisions that address concerns from both sides of the aisle. This isn't just another empty promise, this is real progress with real momentum. You might be wondering, how exactly will this $584 increase affect my monthly benefits? This is where things get interesting, and frankly, better than many people expected. The increase would be distributed across monthly payments, potentially adding hundreds of dollars to your Social Security or disability checks each month. But there's a catch, and this is crucial: you need to understand exactly how the qualification process works. Let's break down something that many news outlets aren't talking about. This bill isn't just about increasing payments, it's about fundamentally restructuring how Social Security benefits are calculated. The new formula takes into account factors like rising living costs, healthcare expenses, and even regional cost differences, something that's never been done before in Social Security's history. Now, here's where things get really interesting and why that January deadline is so critical. The bill includes a special provision for early adopters, those who verify their eligibility before the deadline. Think of it as a fast-track option that could get you your increased benefits sooner rather than later. But if you miss this window, you might have to wait months before another opportunity opens up. But what about disability recipients? I hear this question a lot, and I have good news. The bill specifically includes provisions for SSDI recipients, with some getting even more substantial increases based on their disability classification and current benefit levels. Let's talk about timing, because this is where many people get confused, and rightfully so. The Senate's latest vote has accelerated the timeline significantly. Initially, experts thought any increase wouldn't take effect until late 2025, but Schumer's recent victory could move this up considerably. We're now looking at potential implementation as early as the second quarter of 2024, but only for those who meet certain criteria. Here's something crucial that you need to understand about the verification process. The Social Security Administration is planning to roll out a new online portal specifically for this increase. This portal will be different from your regular My Social Security account. And you'll need to complete a separate verification process. I'll explain exactly how to do this in a moment, but first, let me address another burning question. Will this affect my other benefits? This is a legitimate concern, and here's the truth. Schumer's team has structured this increase in a way that protects your other benefits. The $584 increase won't count against asset limits for SSI, won't affect your Medicare premiums, and won't impact your eligibility for other assistance programs. This was a key negotiation point that helped secure bipartisan support. Now, let's dive into the nitty-gritty of what you need to do right now. First, you need to gather specific documentation that you'll need for the verification process. This includes your Social Security statement, recent tax returns, and proof of any changes in your living situation over the past year. Having these ready will put you ahead of the curve when the portal opens. If you're finding this information valuable, give this video a thumbs up and share it with anyone who needs to hear this news. Remember, knowledge is power, and someone you know might need this information right now. But here's where things get really interesting, and why I'm urging everyone to act quickly. The bill includes a retroactive payment provision for those who verify early. Yes, you heard that right. If you complete your verification before the January deadline, you could be eligible for back payments from the time the bill passes to when the increases actually start. Let's talk about something that's causing a lot of confusion: the income limits and qualification tiers. The bill establishes 3 different tiers of increases based on your current benefit amount and how long you've been receiving benefits. This is crucial information because it directly affects how much of the $584 increase you'll receive. Here's a detail that many people are missing: the bill includes special provisions for seniors over 75 and for long-term disability recipients. If you fall into either of these categories, you might be eligible for additional increases on top of the base amount. This was a key addition that helped secure crucial votes in the Senate. Now, let me address a concern that many of you have expressed in the comments of my previous videos: what about inflation? Here's the brilliant part: Schumer's bill includes an automatic adjustment mechanism that ties future increases to actual cost of living changes. This means the $584 increase is just the starting point. The amount could actually grow over time to keep pace with inflation. But here's where you need to be careful, and this is important: there are already scammers trying to take advantage of this situation. Remember this: the Social Security Administration will never call you asking for payment to process your increase. They won't ask for your bank information over the phone, and they won't ask you to pay any fees to verify your eligibility. Let's talk about the application process, because this is where many people could run into problems. The verification portal will have specific time windows for submission based on the last digit of your Social Security number. Missing your window doesn't mean you lose the increase entirely, but it could delay your payment significantly. Here's something that's particularly important for married couples: the bill includes special provisions for household benefits. If both you and your spouse receive Social Security, you'll need to understand how the increases work together. In some cases, couples could see their household benefits increase by more than the individual maximum. Breaking news that just came in: the Senate Budget Committee has released new projections about the bill's funding mechanisms. This is crucial because it addresses one of the main concerns that was holding up progress. The funding has been secured through a combination of revenue adjustments that won't raise taxes on Social Security recipients. Now, let me share some insider tips that could help you maximize your increase. First, if you've had any life changes in the past year, marriage, divorce, a move to a different state, or changes in your living situation, you need to report these before submitting your verification. These factors could affect your increase amount. Here's a strategic approach that many people don't know about: the bill includes provisions for appealing your increased amount if you think it's been calculated incorrectly. I'll be making a detailed video about the appeals process once the bill passes, so make sure you're subscribed to catch that important information. as we wrap up, let me give you a clear action plan. First, gather all the documentation I mentioned earlier. Second, mark your calendar for the January deadline, you don't want to miss this window. Third, keep watching this channel for updates on the exact date the verification portal opens. Remember, this increase isn't just about the money, it's about securing financial stability for millions of Americans who have worked hard their whole lives. Schumer's victory in the Senate brings us closer than ever to making this a reality, but you need to be prepared to act quickly. That's all for today's video. If you found this information valuable, please hit that like button and subscribe to stay updated on all the latest developments. Drop a comment below with any questions, I'll be responding to as many as I can. And don't forget to share this video with anyone who receives Social Security or disability benefits. They need to know about this opportunity before the January deadline. Remember, I'm tracking these developments around the clock, and I'll be the first to let you know when the bill passes and what you need to do next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video with more updates on this historic Social Security increase.